Question 2, Prisms. Let's study. Objects that look like boxes are called prisms. They only have flat surfaces. Their flat surfaces, such as that and that and that, are called faces. So from now on, we are going to call the flat surfaces of these objects faces. Now this object over here is our cube. It has got 6 square faces. We cannot see all of the faces currently. We can only see the front 3, but hiding at the back are another 3. There's a bottom, there is a side, and there is a back. Now, the shapes that are needed to make a cube are all 2D, and they are all square. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 square faces that are needed to make this cube. It's your turn to press pause and complete 2 by yourself. When you are done, press play for the answers. For A, how many faces does a cube have? The answer is here. It has got 6 faces. What shape are the faces? They are all square. They are all identical squares. C, which object below has the same shape as a cube? A is a ball, no. B is a dice, yes. A dice has exactly the same shape as a cube. C is a can of tuna, no. And D is a cone. So D has the same shape as a cone, not a cube. Let's continue. Question 3. We are now looking at rectangular prisms. Rectangular prisms have 6 faces in total. If we look at A, this rectangular prism has got a square at the front and at the back. You just can't see it in this drawing. So there's one square and there's another square. Then, along the length of the prism, there's a rectangle at the top and the bottom. Here's a rectangle and there's a rectangle, the third and the fourth face. And then lastly, there's a rectangle on either side. There's the fifth and the sixth face. So in this case, this rectangular prism is made up of 2 square faces and 4 rectangular faces. But this object here is also a rectangular prism, but its faces are different. This rectangular prism has got a rectangular face in the front and a rectangular face at the back. 1 and 2. Then the top and the bottom, this top and the bottom are over here. 3 and 4, the big ones. Then on the sides, we've got these smaller rectangles, and this is 5 and 6. So in this case, the rectangular prism is made up of only rectangles. This one is made up of 2 squares and 4 rectangles. Press pause to complete 4 by yourself now. Let's look at the answers for 4. Name 2 similarities between a cube and a rectangular prism. Now, number 1 is that they are both prisms, which means that they both look like boxes. Another similarity is that they both have 6 faces in total. Another similarity could be that all of their faces are flat. For B, name 1 difference between a cube and a rectangular prism. Now for a cube, all the faces are square. But as we have seen for a rectangular prism, the faces can be squares and rectangles, or just rectangles. So you must write that as a nice neat sentence. Press pause to complete 5 by yourself. Let's have a look at the answers for 5. Which objects below have the same shape as a rectangular prism? It is B and E, the two boxes. Which object below is the same shape as a cube? It is C. This box here is cube in shape because all of the faces are perfect squares, so it is C. A for interest shape has the same shape as a sphere, so that is not one of our answers. And D has the same shape as a cone, so that is also not one of our answers.